Hello, my name is Gabriel Garza, and this is my presentation on medical tourism in India. Now, to begin, we have to look at what is medical tourism. Medical tourism refers to the traveling to another country for medical care. It's estimated that thousands of U.S. residents travel abroad for care each year. The most common procedures that people undergo on medical tourism trips include cosmetic, surgery, dentistry, and heart surgery. Many factors influence the decision to seek medical care overseas. Some people travel for the care because treatment is cheaper in other countries. Others may be immigrants to the United States who prefer to return to their home country for healthcare. Still, others may travel to receive a procedure or therapy not available in the United States or whatever country they are located in. Now, US comes forth for the largest number of people to travel to more than 31 countries. If you are okay with traveling to other countries for vacation, then why not think about taking advantage of some of the world's top-rated healthcare facilities for medical treatment while you travel? It can be done in many countries, but one that stands out the most is India. They have the culture, the cuisine, and more to offer, and you'll receive it all if you choose India for all your travel and medical needs. They have a rich culture unique than any other country that complements the medicine they have cultivated since before modern medicine. Not only that, they have excellent cuisine to satisfy anyone. They have alternative medicine at your disposal and tourist attractions that are ready to be seen by everyone. It can also help that you are receiving all this care for a surprisingly low cost. So these are the types of medical treatments they offer in India. It's very diverse and ranges from everything to heart surgeries to cosmetics. And this is not including the other alternative medicine they offer in India as well. With such a wide variety to choose from India, it's good to know that they can take care of you with any medical procedure you are looking for. So now we're going to look at the 4 Ps with medical tourism in India. To start off, we're going to start with the price. And the price is something that actually attracts a lot of foreigners to India. It's often the key selling point to a lot of agencies looking for tourists. With such a low cost for medical treatment, it makes it worth traveling to India and making a little vacation out of it. The product is, of course, the medical procedure or alternative medicine you are looking for. Sometimes it can be fertility, and that's specialized in India. The place, of course, would be India, and the promotion, it can be seen through several travel agencies or Indian medical tourism agencies, or even the hospitals located in India. So here we have a comparison on the different types of procedures you can get in India and other countries. They all have the ability to give you good quality procedures, but all the prices are different. You can notice that India is cheaper than the United States, United Kingdom, and Singapore. It seems reasonable to get the same procedure you might get in your home country and then get it in India for a cheaper price. For instance, a heart bypass. In the US, it's $113,000, but in India, it is $10,000. So now we're going to look at SWOT analysis within medical tourism. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And also, SWOT analysis is a technique for assessing these 4 aspects with your business. We're going to start off with strengths. Some of the strengths India has with medical tourism are healthcare and tourism potential, quality service at affordable cost, a vast supply of qualified doctors, nurses, and other staff, a strong presence in advanced healthcare, example given cardiovascular, organ transplants. They have a high success rate in operations. They have no waiting time in the hospitals for admission and treatment. Some other things, they have availability for medical insurance facilities, easy access and connectivity to healthcare destinations. They have availability of medical visa services, better hospitals and courtesies, and better air connectivity with major medical tourism markets, such as Middle East, Europe, and South Asia. So now we're going to look at some of the weaknesses associated with medical tourism in India. First, we'll start off with how there really isn't a strong presence of government support for medical tourism in India. Next, there is also a customer perception as an unhygienic country, which is very common. There's also a lack of funds and capital for investment in medical and tourism sectors. There's a language-related problem in case of non-English speaking customers. There's also a lack of uniform pricing policies in hospitals across India, which is something consumers will always look for. A lack of customer-oriented and skilled staff, which is most likely given through the language barrier present. Poor infrastructures, example givens are some roads, sewage and sanitation, and public utilities, etc. There's an improper waste management system as well. And there's no proper international accreditation and regulation system for hospitals, which can play a crucial role in how much quality they have for the care and prices they are putting out for their medical services. So now we're going to look at some opportunities that medical tourism in India has. First off, one opportunity they have is an increased demand for healthcare services from developed countries, such as the US. An increased demand for wellness and tourism and alternative cures due to the fast-paced lifestyle. That's also another opportunity they have. A reduced cost for international travel and tourism facilities. Another one is an availability of alternatives such as yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, allopathy, and other systems of medicine. There's also a higher cost of medical treatments in developed worlds, such as the US. There's a long waiting list for treatment in developed countries. Another one is there's a growing privatization and investment opportunities in tourism and healthcare sectors in India. And a foreign's patients can get maybe a package deal including flights, transfers, hotels, and treatments, and post-operative vacation for their visit. They can also look into fluent English-speaking hospital staff and increasing joint ventures like health insurances, tour operators, hotels, resorts, etc. All these kind of things. So now we're going to look at some threats with medical tourism in India. We're going to start off with the strong competition from other countries such as Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines. Another threat is the lack of international accreditation. One more is a lack of proper insurance policies for this sector. There's underinvestment in the healthcare sector. There's also a lack of institution tie-ups between hospitals, insurance companies, and travel companies. Another one is a growing customer expectation and reasonability. Another threat would be unavailability for proper safety and security facilities. There's also one for poor infrastructures as well as an information and communication facilities. Another threat can be an increasing environmental pollutions from hospital waste. A couple more would be possibility of a spread of a serious disease from a foreign patient. Example given would be COVID-19. So now we're going to look at sort of the typical process when you're planning out your medical tourism in India. You got to start off with some essential documents, of course, such as your medical history, such as medical records, maybe some test reports from your doctors, and along with the doctor's referral notes, some x-rays maybe even too. You have to have some contact details, some passport photos, and a bank statement, maybe some health insurance if you have any. Make sure you're up to date on all your vaccinations and immunizations, such as measles, mumps, rubella, your DPT shot, your polio vaccination, your HIV shot, your hepatitis A and B, typhoid, and the JBE, which is the Japanese B encephalitis shot. Just make sure that you are up to date on all of those, and to contact with the hospital you choose on what vaccinations they will need, along with your travel agency you might be working with. So this is one of the websites I would recommend to use if you're considering to do any medical tourism in India. As you can see, it's pretty simple. You have just a couple fields you have to fill in. So I select the type of treatment I want. So for instance, I'm going to go ahead and do tummy tuck. And then I'll go ahead and choose my country that I want to visit. Then you can click get instant estimates. And it'll give you a whole bunch of information. Treatment cost, more about the treatment, frequently asked questions, top doctors and hospitals, a whole bunch of stuff. Here you can see the price you would pay, number of travelers, days spent in the hospital and outside of the hospital. Then if you click here, you can see how much the cost for the treatment would be, along with visa fees and return to air fees and hotels, along with food and daily commute and miscellaneous, to a total of what you might pay. Right now it's $3,367 or $26. Some more information on tummy tuck surgeries. Then of course the frequently asked questions. And what I like about this website is you can see the different types of doctors. They even show you 15 years of experience. This is where she's located. And then different hospitals that you can choose from, along with some other videos and some more information on it, the procedure and stuff. And this is pretty neat. Patient testimonies. You can view stories of people who've had the procedure done in that specified location, which I think is pretty good. You can get more information from them by filling out your details here. And that's pretty much it. Now, the next step you have to work on before you travel to India is to get your visa approved. Hospitals in India can actually provide assistance with regard to attaining a medical visa. Once you decide on India as your travel destination, an invitation letter from the respective hospital you choose will be required for the visa processing. The hospital will send this to you after your initial discussion about the treatment you're seeking, and this has to be presented at the Embassy or High Commission of India in your country. Some common documents you can present are here, such as passports with a 6 months validity, a passport size photographs, photocopy of your passports, a copy of online filed forms, proof of your residential address, maybe some recommendations from your home country doctor to visit a particular specialized medical center for treatment, along with your medical reports. They will all be common documents you will probably present to them. So let's say that you've done your procedure, you're already in India, all the traveling is done, you're ready to relax. So these are sort of the things you can do after your procedure. You can recover at a resort or spa, maybe get some hot rocks thrown on you. There's some physical therapies and remedies, such as alternative medicine they have to offer. There's also some traveling and sightseeing you may be able to do after you recover. And you can just make some memories, go to the beach or even visit some local sites and eat the food. Food's amazing. So first, I'd like to thank you for letting me present this topic to you and for letting me be included with UHCL's student conference. Some key things I would like to leave off on and sort of reiterate are things such as the money you will save with medical treatment that you receive in India. It can be very beneficial for yourself, and it helps that you can save your own money. Another thing is the wide variety of modern medicine and the fields of medicine that they offer to you, along with qualified doctors at your disposal. So the next time you consider going out and to another country, or if you're looking for another procedure medically, why not consider